Yo, what's going on, guys? And we are here. It's like 11:13. I know right now Luke's actually on vacation in Colorado on a hike. I'm here in the middle of my move. I'm in between places. We got the condo. I'm officially have a place to live in Florida. Technically, I can't move in till like August 30th, but I move next week because I start school. And in 2 weeks I start school, so I have to. I don't know if you guys hear my dog. She's jumped up on the ottoman that I'm resting my computer on, and I start school I think August 14th. So I'm heading to Miami next week, so that's exciting. And right now I'm in my mother's basement. I actually woke up at 6 in the morning, drove to Hershey, Pennsylvania, because I found a high school that replaced the TVs at their school, and they're 70-inch Aquis Sharp TVs that I got for $200. I got a fucking 70-inch TV for $200. It's fucking fantastic. Now I need to grab headphones because I didn't know if Jackson was gonna hop in, and Jackson has now joined us. Hello, Jackson. How
Yo,
you doing today, buddy?
yo, yo,
Can't
yo,
hear you because I
yo,
don't have
yo.
headphones. So I'm gonna go grab headphones. So BRB. But entertain the people. Tell us what you did this weekend, you fat fuck.
Yo, man. What did I do this weekend? Nothing out of the ordinary. I had a preseason football starts on Thursday. I had a dream for some reason last night that it was on, and I was taken aback because
All right. You feel good?
yeah, I had a dream that football was on, but it's on Thursday.
Dude, I made 3 football videos and they got like 10 views each.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I remember like this time last year for our listeners, this dude made a video and
First video ever got 80,000 views.
80,000 views. Jeez, I didn't know it was that much. But yeah, I was gonna say I remember you doing good on football, and then you're like, yeah,
No. So
all
I
set.
dude thought the same thing.
Nah,
So
chilling.
all right. So Jackson, who is really good at making football videos. So I'm all right. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And like he said, last year had a lot of success, like making like it felt really good, dude. Like in the first week, I got like 600 subscribers. Like all the videos were getting like at least like that, like low 1,000 views or like 10,000.
Just good.
Like
Yeah, good numbers.
good numbers. Like I felt really confident, and then the views just fucking dropped. And like this past weekend, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back into football. I told myself, made 3 videos, dude. I think I checked in 24 hours. One had 6 views, the other one had 7, and the other had like 10.
Jeez. I mean, yeah. Football can be boom or bust. Just the thing is, like with football, and I had to stop making basketball videos. Like if you get a video that got 30,000 views, let's say, I had a jazz video get like 30 something K. I think it made like probably $70, something like that. I'm talking over an 8-minute video, good watch time, good watch hours, like normal 30,000 viewed video, like 70 to $100. You do that on a football video, I mean, you're probably gonna make $200 to $250. That's a really
crazy.
big difference over a period of time. Like
Well,
the money, the CPM for basketball to me just was not even close to football. So
yeah, no, I
because
get that. I get that.
this time last year I was making pro bono content because my channel was demonetized, and it was like, the fuck am I doing here? Like, this is not fun.
Yeah, I think also my video was more news based, and I think that just doesn't work for football. I think I'm just gonna like look at your videos and just steal your style.
News is good. I make a lot of my videos on news. I mean, you can't tell because I don't say like breaking news.
No, yeah. I got to do more like your fashion. Basically,
I would say news is good. I made a That's how I first got into football. I would make more news videos than they would do. I think I got a couple over 40K, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, that did that numbers? But I did a DeAndre Hopkins to Tennessee vid, and that did. I like news. It's just there's so much negative stuff in all these sports that I feel like there's so many NBA. I don't really watch YouTube. I don't know football YouTube at all. I do know some basketball YouTubers. A lot of it's like more negative topics. I don't know if they're being negative necessarily in their video. They're probably just being honest about their thoughts on the team because it's not always sunshine. But there's so much negative stuff in basketball YouTube. I feel like.
See, like this just did shit.
I mean, yeah. For a dead YouTube channel, those probably aren't gonna. I mean, what was your last video? Oh, top keywords. I've never seen that before.
It's because I have 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Yeah. I'm like, we just didn't do shit. It was just so spaced out. That is probably too. I have to get back into the algorithm with this channel. That could be also a thing. That like I have to do. Yeah. Like I have to, like you said, do pro bono shit.
I was thinking about bringing my football channel back, and just.
I thought you have a football channel.
Well, my channel is now mainly football. There's just I love basketball.
Right, 50, not 80,000, 50,000.
50K, yeah. Second video, 50K. I'm probably chilling. I'm probably chilling with that. That's like me on my Warriors channel, where it's like, here's like a successful YouTube channel. I'm all set. Whatever. I'm gonna forget about it for a year.
For the first like week and a half, like it was pretty good. Like I was getting like every other video, like pretty decent views.
Oh my god.
yeah, dude. That was bad.
I forgot he was the guy at this time last year. Yeah. I love Jameis. I think he can whip the thing.
I think he got screwed over.
He did, yeah. I agree. He's like a Baker, kind of.
I'd honestly want Jameis Winston over Baker Mayfield.
I would too.
So I just record this conversation and upload
it. Football preseason's on Thursday. Excuse me.
Is it really?
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game.
I will say, as I gotten older, so I used to be obsessed with football, guys. Like, played it, and so from 9 to like 15, every year, I would go get the Lindy's Sports Fantasy Football magazine, which was like a 150-page magazine that was like a full off-season recap, in-depth team analysis, every draft pick, every player, like little tiny like 2-3 paragraph scouting report. Dude, I used to buy that literally. I from the first like 3 years until I got a job, I used to save up my allowance because it would cost me 2 weeks worth of allowance. So I always tell my parents, I'm like, hold off this week's allowance, like after I did my chore. Because the next week when we would go to like Sam's Club, I remember they'd always have it like in the magazine section. I'd go in, get the Lindy's Sports Fantasy Football magazine. And I would just read it the whole afternoon I could get caught up with every freaking team, all the moves, everything. And then as I just got older and more, like I always loved basketball a bit more, like to play and like watch than football, but I wasn't like intensely watching. Like I always kept up with all the news and stuff like that, but it was just like as I
know enough of what's going on. I did that until last year. I would prefer until last year. I would prefer to watch a primetime basketball game than a primetime football game. Until last year, I didn't like since I was a kid, I didn't give a single shit about like a primetime or a non-Packers football game till this year. Basketball, I'm perfectly fine watching anybody really. I'd prefer to watch the Bulls and Rockets, but
yeah, I agree. Like now, you're so right. Like I only watch primetime football now. I don't give a like. I used to like. Don't get me wrong. On Sundays, I still throw Red Zone on and just have like every game be playing at but like muted or like on low volume while doing other shit. But like I think as I gotten older, I've switched where like I just know what's going on with football, you know what I mean? But like I don't know, I feel like it's just football, dude, it's so boring sometimes. Football's so goddamn boring sometimes as you've gotten older. You just sit there and you're like,
if it's not your team and it's not a good game, like Thursday
commercial
night
break.
prime. Yeah, Thursday night football is the perfect. Just like I just go to a buddy's. We order a pizza or whatever, get some drinks in, smoke a little bit, and it's just on, and we're
Yeah, and
chatting, but it's on. It's perfect,
dude. And we'd watch Thursday night football, and like we'd have a basketball. I have 2 TVs in my living room, so we'd have a basketball game on mute,
That's like
or
a
we'd
sports
have
bar.
yeah, and then like
Perfect.
we'd have the football game with the broadcast or vice versa, whichever broadcast we want, and then like half the time we'd like just pay attention to the better game. But I just I just think like as I got older, just football just so goddamn boring. The amount of commercial breaks, dude. Like the NBA is bad with commercial breaks, but like the NFL, bro, it's like every 2 plays.
Yeah, red zone. Well, I mean, yeah, if a team's struggling,
That's why I watch
especially.
Red Zone. That's why I watch Red Zone, so I can just look over and always see something happening.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna probably try and get into red zone this year. That's why I think like if you're not running red zone, you gotta have 2. You gotta be watching 2 games. I'll
I've
usually have
always
the Packers on and a different team that I want to watch.
so I got into Red Zone when I moved to Maryland because Red Zone like was I'm pretty sure originally was only for Verizon Fios and DirecTV.
Yeah, it was DirecTV was if you had the package, dude.
Yeah, like we had.
Holy shit,
That's what
man!
I'm saying. Like when we
You
moved to
were the dude.
Maryland, we got like Verizon Fios because we had DirecTV in Florida. My parents ended up hating DirecTV, like just because it's so fucking annoying when it storms and shit.
Yeah, it
We got
is.
it's like so we got Fios, and I remember because we were new customers, it was either like the first 2 years or 4 years they threw in like the NFL package for free, and I remember that's how I started watching Red Zone, and now the last few years I've had friends who have YouTube TV or like streaming that they've just logged in and I can just use their Red Zone. But like if not, I just go on like the Stream East and just watch Red Zone on there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I'll watch like if the Ravens or Vikings are playing like you said a Monday night, Thursday night, or a Sunday night, I'll watch them. But dude, if there's a basketball game that I'm low key more enticed for, like bro, I'm watching the basketball game.
Yeah, I would agree. This year, I'm probably not going to be doing that.
Like
I'll
if
probably
I
be
heard
depending on who it is.
if Zion
I just
Williamson's like what?
Oh yeah, Zion game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if Zion got like hurt or like if he like debuts late, like I'm watching his debut before.
Yeah, there's just yeah. I'm trying to go hard in football, man. There's so many. I mean, it's the same thing in basketball. It's a lesser
Okay. You know what
crowd,
else I want to say? If people say names are hard in basketball, fuck you. Names are harder in football.
dude.
Dude, now with like
It's so
with the
tough.
Nigerian guys and all like the foreign dudes like who are on the offensive line, like with there's just a lot of like just like guys with like unique last names now in the league
Yeah,
because they're coming from all over
it's
the
really
world.
yeah. There are
And the
some
rosters are
crazy.
bigger. The rosters are
Oh
bigger.
yeah,
So if
53.
you yeah, like
They're
unless you're
huge right now. They're like 70 deep right now.
yeah, like I know of players, and then you gotta like follow college football and shit like that. There's like I know football, like I played quarterback, like I played tight end, like I know how to like I know what an A gap, I know what the B gap, like I played off outside linebacker, I played defensive end, like okay, I was a corner as well. So like I know how to like break down like coverages and shit like that. Like I was really like I wanted to be Brett Favre / like a tight end. Like I realized I didn't I went like I played quarterback. I was really accurate. I was
You might
really
not be the
accurate,
best
but
tight end.
you're funny.
At this age, it's a little too small.
No,
Have
I'm
to
way
bulk
too
up
small.
a little bit.
No, this was middle school. I didn't what's
Yeah,
it called? I played JV and I broke my collarbone and I was like,
it's tall,
I'm not
dude.
big enough. I had good hands. I was just And I had a really accurate arm, but I was Chad Pennington. I couldn't throw past like 20
Oh, I
yards.
love Chad Pennington. Holy shit, I haven't
Like,
heard that
dude,
name in so long.
yeah, I was like Chad Pennington, dude. I was all West Coast like
Oh my
bootlegs, play
god.
action, and I'd throw you like a picture. I can throw a picture perfect ball like 10, 15 yards, like on the money most of the time. Now, you tell me to go out 30, 40 yards. That's when my ball starts to flutter. My ball starts to flutter when we start to go to 30, 40 yards. And also, I'm like a toothpick, so like I'll admit, like that was like when they switched me from I don't know why they switched me from corner to I was playing corner safety because like I had good hands. And I get it, I like wasn't the fastest kid. But like, bro, there was like multiple times when I played offensive, not offensive, outside linebacker and D end, where like I'd wrap the guy up, but like, dude, I was like 5'10" at the time. Like I'm 6'1" now, but like 5'10", 140 pounds. Like I'd just be like there and like the guy would just throw me off, or like I'd literally try to bring him down, and he'd be carrying me like in like like the Little Giants. You know what I mean? Like I'm being carried, and then my coaches come over and they're like yelling at me for not wrapping up. I'm like, I physically can't do anything about that. Like I'm a noodle.
I was gonna say you sound like you could be a good special teams guy, but now I'm thinking you might be better suited in a Taysom Hill offensive role, where you're kind of this hybrid player. Get you off of the defense, so we don't have to worry about the wrap ups.
I was like, nah, just football wasn't my sport. Like straight up, like I have hands. You know what I mean? Like
Dude, it's
I have good
deadly.
hands, but I'm just not built for football. Like I'm already
Yeah.
like I'm an
So
aggressive play.
why put your body through if you
Yeah,
know you're not if you know it's not your sport and you know you're
yeah.
not gonna do anything in it? Why am I gonna go get my ass beat
Backyard
every
football though.
fucking day? Oh,
Backyard
forget
flag
about it.
football. Forget about it, bro. I'm your guy. I'm your guy, dude. I'm a fucking all-state champ probably. It's when we put
You'd
the
love it
pads on.
here. We throw
Sand.
there's a league around here actually every Sunday, like a two-hand touch league.
I
It's
do it. I do it.
cleats, dude. Yeah, you'd love it.
I do it. I
But
do it.
my last comment on football is just like I'll use my Buccaneers channel as an example. Like a bad Buccaneers video at the worst team, one of the projected worst teams in the league this upcoming year. A video right now will get you between 3,000 to 5,000 views, which is bad. A good basketball video if I made right now on like Lakers Daily, Warriors Daily, I mean it's getting like less than 1,000 views. So shout out football, man. But I'm ready for basketball. Last week I said I'm ready for football. I'm glad basketball's done, and now I'm thinking, I'm ready for football, but I wouldn't be upset if basketball were to start. I'd take it. I'd take basketball starting. We're still a ways away, unfortunately. Tomorrow's August, which is wild. Somehow the year is almost a quarter, almost 3/4 done.
So listen to this. So my last city council I worked, the city manager went on like a leave of absence, paid leave of absence. And 3 weeks I just found out today, 3 weeks ago he got fired. And from what I'm hearing from sources is he got fired. First off, first month he lasted only 10 months in the job. First month in the job, he gave himself $100,000 raise. Okay, in the past 10 months, he's created 34 jobs. 7 of those jobs pay over $100,000. And allegedly, he got caught fucking in the office. And part of the reason he was fired was he hired his side piece he was having an affair with to work a BS job in the office. And then he got caught fucking her in the office.
Oh.
And
well, there you have it, kids.
Yeah, no, you gotta respect
the office. Sounds like it. Oh, you gotta respect it, but it sounds like it usually doesn't.
No, respect the hustle, though, dude. This guy lived the life for 10 months.
Yeah, I'll take $100,000. I deserve it.
Dude, I'll be in Miami. I'll be a Florida man in a week.
Miami. What is it?
It's
not this, is it?
What?
Is it is it this?
What?
It's this, right?
What this? Yes,
It's not
yes.
like how they do the U. It's not this, right? It's this. Yeah. Okay.
It's this. It's with the whole hand.
Here's Johnny.
My dogs are left.
Men used to look up to honorable men. Respect the corruption? No. You got to respect. For me, you got to respect having sex in the office. It just usually doesn't work out.
So, have you heard about Clint Capela?
Can't think of a funny joke, but no.
What was the funny joke gonna be?
I couldn't think of one. I don't know. I was gonna make like a your mom joke, but I felt like it's kind of too basic.
You're basic. Well, the Dallas Mavericks have interest in Clint Capela still, and they're trying to reignite trade talks. And I floated out
Why?
a deal because they
Why
want a
are
center.
they?
And I floated
Yeah,
out.
I just thought the pickup of Derek Lively would kibosh that.
I think the Atlanta has a trade exception from the John Collins deal. So I was thinking if you did like Maxi Kleba, Tim Hardaway Jr., and JaVale McGee, and a protected first-round pick for Clint Capela, is that overvaluing Capela, or do you think that's equal because there's negative trade assets being included in there by the Mavericks?
It was Kleba and THJ
And McGee.
with a throw in of JaVale, yeah.
And you can either bring in a third team like the Spurs to take on McGee if you throw him a second-round pick, probably.
So
the Hawks would basically have Kleba and Tim Hardaway Jr. Kleba's the good guy that they would be getting, who's like a great defender and could shoot the three. Tim Hardaway Jr., there's potential that Quinn Snyder can make him a useful like six man. He's under contract for another year, so the following off season he'd be an expiring deal that they could use as a salary filler in a bigger deal.
Yeah, so Aaron's saying the Hawks don't have the roster for it. I mean that could be figured out. I like the idea of getting I like the idea of getting Clint to Dallas. Will be a pretty loaded center room because I'd have Dwight Powell, Rashawn Holmes, Derek Lively, and Clint Capela without a more solidified power forward. And then my wing depth would deteriorate. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. is probably one of my best. I mean, he's probably the 3-point shooter. I just worry. I like Josh Green a lot. I really do. And the pickup of Grant Williams was huge. I just worry. I worry about I worry that they're losing wing depth that they need, and they're gaining a good big man. But I mean, there's a lot of fucking big men on their roster right now at the center position.
I mean, they have Rashawn Holmes, Derek Lively as their only serviceable bigs right now.
With Dwight Powell, I like because I don't want Rashawn starting. I can throw Rashawn as my backup 4 with Lively as my backup 5. Would Powell play the 4 if I picked up Capela?
No.
Well, so then there.
No, you're lying. You have that wrong. Rashawn Holmes does not play the 4 ever. On God. Rashawn Holmes would never play the 4. He's not that guy. You'd have Dwight Powell be the backup 4 or 5. He can play that.
So yeah, then Grant would probably be my starting 3 with Powell at 4 doesn't really get me going. But if Rashawn's only playing 5, Rashawn and Lively, if you're the Mavs, as much depth as the big men as they have, because technically they're 4 deep with JaVale on the roster. I don't really love Rashawn Holmes and Derek Lively. Or what I mean is that's a little bit less. I mean, if you're trying to win a championship, that's not very proven. I mean, you got a rookie, and then you have a guy nobody wanted.
I think their center rotation right now would be probably either Derek Lively or Dwight Powell or Rashawn Holmes starting. And that's just the center by committee between those 3 guys. Their power forward is probably Maxi Kleba. And Yeah, Maxi Kleber's probably their starting power forward, and then you have yourself, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving and Josh Green is the rest of the starting lineup with your backup four. They like to play with wings and 3-point shooters at the four. So
Grant Williams.
Grant
I
Williams
think Grant would be the
backup.
starting. I think he'd be the starting four.
Yeah, and then
if they don't get Capela.
Yeah, and Kleba would be the backup four.
Yeah.
So
and then Powell at the 5. So like, if there was a way, I mean, I'm not trading Lively for Clint Capela, but I mean, just theoretically, if there was a way you could hold on to Tim Hardaway Jr. and get Clint Capela, that is a really nice starting lineup. No, I don't have good Wi-Fi for some reason in this house anymore. I didn't have great Wi-Fi last summer.
No, there was a sound somewhere. Oh!
It might just be my audio.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think so the only reason why I believe Clint Capela could really be traded is because this is what I've been saying all the time. Hawks love Clint. Yes, we know that, Aaron, but only consider making room for Big O. Onyeka Okongwu's entering year 4 of his rookie deal. He has not yet been given the opportunity to be a starter because Clint Capela has been the whole time. So if you're ever going to figure out what he actually is, this would be the time to trade him so you can give Onyeka Okongwu the starting job. And, you have Bruno Fernando to back up Big O.
Yeah, that's technically true. I like Onyeka. Great, played 80 games last year. Big deal for a big man.
He's got really good numbers. It's the fouling the problem.
Yeah, it's just I really don't. I get that you want to make room for Onyeka. It doesn't sound like they're fully on board with that. I think if they were, Clint Capela wouldn't be on their roster. They
really like Lively, Aaron. I've talked to some people within the Mavs really like Lively. They're not doing that.
Do you remember? I'm surprised Capela only averaged 8 rebounds in that Atlanta in the Boston series. Which is really surprising to me because I remember him feasting rebound wise towards the end of that series. His playoffs, Clint's playoff statistics make me realize or make me think Onyeka and a backup big would be probably your better route, but
might be cheaper.
I mean, yeah, Capela, Capela's still young. I mean, he's still a good player. So it makes sense that they're not like trying to just unload him just to play Onyeka. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it might be 50-50. Kind of feels like it's always 50-50 with the Capela trade, no matter what roster he's on.
With any Hawks trade, Capela's the new guy. John called on, so the Hawks need somebody else to have in perpetual trade rumors.
So if he's starting to regress, that's fine. Well, then why not? Why can't I throw Onyeka in this? What if Onyeka wins the starting spot? Centers to me are kind of like running backs where I feel like most of they're out. Well, actually, it takes them a while to get acclimated into the league.
Onyeka Okongwu in the trade exception for Maxi Kleber.
Wait, what? Did you say Onyeka?
Yeah.
Onyeka in the trade exception for Maxi Kleber? Yeah.
Deal. And a first-round pick.
Yeah. Deal. What we're talking about unloading Clint Capela. Why not? Why aren't we talking about unloading Onyeka Okongwu?
Oh, because I thought I heard you just say something about. I love Onyeka. I'm just saying. I think, guys, you like. How are you doing this to keep Onyeka Okongwu's next contract down? So you're like, oh, you didn't hit your actual.
Yeah.
Are you guys just trying to screw him? Then when he's on a super cheap long-term deal, you just fucking trade Capela? Is that the long-term ploy here, the Hawks? I see you. If I'm Onyeka, I'm demanding a trade to a starting organization. Okay.
I don't know where he'd start. Where would he start? I don't know if he'd start anywhere in the league.
Portland.
No. Not over Nurkic.
Yes.
Long term, yeah, but not right now. No shot. Nurkic is still a hooper.
3-team trade. You send Nurkic to the Mavs, and you send Okongwu to the Hawks. Hawks get 4 second-round picks and a unprotected first from the Mavs, and 4 second-round picks from the Blazers.
I actually don't think Big O would start if he was placed on the Mavericks roster right now. I don't think.
No, I just said he would be on the Blazers. Nurkic would go to the
No,
Mavs.
I know. Aaron's saying he would start at the Mavs. I don't think he'd start at the Mavs.
Kleba would also go to the Hawks in that deal, that fictitious deal. Jasmine's also making an appearance.
Kleber's the whole draw to a Capela trade.
What's your take on today's show, Jasmine?
Bark, bark, woof, woof. Does she want a WALK?
Do you have any takes?
Does she want LOVE? Does she want ATTENTION?
No, she's like, I want a G-string to tan these cheeks when I get to Florida.
Ooh, thanks, Aaron. I need to go to the dispo today.
You have a med card?
Oh, he could start on the Wiz. No, I'm in Chicago. That's legal. You can't tell with my super swagged 45 Michael Jordan jersey. Limited edition, game worn. I'm just kidding. It's not game worn or limited edition, but it is a Michael Jordan 45 jersey.
Good for you, bud.
With the classic, the new fashion trend, the long sleeve shirts. We're bringing it back, boys. The NBA show is bringing it back single-handedly.
Well, just Jackson.
I think you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, or is that a sweater?
I'm not. No, this is a t-shirt.
Is that
that's just. It
is long sleeves or baggy sleeves.
Yeah, I wear long sleeve t-shirts.
You know what would look great with long sleeve baggy t-shirts is a long sleeve under it, and we both know I'm right. I do have the Travis. This Mac Miller final fell. Oh, I have a good segue.
So
oh wait, just as a joke, real quick, why the Golden State Warriors will win the championship this year? I'm just kidding. Jared Allen for Isaiah Stewart for Jonas Valanciunas. Is that what you're getting at here?
No, that wasn't what I was getting at. So we've known for the past several weeks that Jonas Valanciunas wants an extension. The Pelicans want to trade him, and they're also looking to trade Kyra Lewis. Now, they supposedly are very interested in either Jared Allen, who has 3 years remaining on his contract at a flat rate of $20 a year, while Isaiah Stewart's entering the last year of his rookie deal, which he signed an extension that kicks in starting next offseason at $15 million a year for a 4 year, $60 million deal. And for me, if I am the Pelicans, I'm offering a first-round pick in Jonas Valanciunas and Kyra Lewis Jr. to the Pistons for Isaiah Stewart. And you're thinking, why would the Pistons do that? Because first off, the Pistons, it would free up the logjam for them to figure out what they have in Marvin Bagley, Wiseman, and Jalen Duren. And they get a first-round pick, hopefully be unprotected from the Pelicans. And then you have also Kyra Lewis Jr. Yes, I know they already have a bunch of guards, but Kyra Lewis Jr. could be a guy who ends up, being someone you could flip down the road. And I think it definitely will be something interesting to see how it turns out. I just think Isaiah Stewart, if you're going to have to give up assets, I think that's going to be the trade package they use to trade for whoever. I think I'd rather use those assets to trade for Isaiah Stewart than Jared Allen, because Isaiah Stewart gives me an inside and out defender and scorer, and a guy who's almost as good, if not an equal rebounder, as Jared Allen.
So where's the Beef Stew going?
Beef Stew will go to the Pelicans.
Okay. Where's Jonas going? Detroit,
and they probably buy him out because he's expiring.
So is Jared staying put?
Yeah, Jared was just in here because I just had.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I like Jonas, but it's crazy to me how he's never actually even made an All-Star. I mean, he's 30. He's over 30. He's on the wrong side of age.
It's actually not that bad, so fuck you.
Yeah, I know. But I just he's not a needle mover to me on that team. Maybe in the regular season, but not in the playoffs. So I think Beef Stew would help them. And then from the Pistons standpoint, I'm pretty sold on Duran being my big man. So I do think Jonas wouldn't be a. I mean, I would imagine Jonas still starts, but I don't really love this trade, but I don't hate it. I don't really love Jonas on the Pelicans, so or Beef Stew on the Pistons. I think they both could probably use a new team.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think the Pelicans can. I don't think for a championship Pelicans team, I don't think their guy is Jonas, and I think they know that too.
I agree with
and
that.
I don't think it was probably ever the plan to have him as that guy.
Yeah,
I think they got here a lot earlier.
If you're offering the three guys that that the Pelicans are willing to trade are Jonas Valanciunas, Kyrie Lewis Jr., and Najee Marshall, and they have a first-round pick they can trade, who would you rather use those assets to trade for? Beef Stew or Jared Allen? Beef Stew, right? Cheaper deal, better player.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, more of the money side, I'd probably go with because of Zion and NBI and CJ. I'd probably go with Beef Stew. I think Jordan's better. I think Beef Stew's still pretty unproven, but he could be a breakout player on the Pellies. So yeah, I mean it's not too bad. I don't really think Detroit would be itching their paws to get Jonas, but I think they'd take a first. But yeah, they got to figure out their center position sooner rather than later.
No,
I think it's gonna be Duran. Duran at the 5 and like a Wiseman offensive 4 would be pretty cool. I like Bagley a lot. Yeah, we'll see. Not too bad, but
time will tell. Am I wrong?
It doesn't get me salivating, but I take it.
All right, let's get into the games. Let's do this one because you guys hate it, or you hate it.
It's just hard. I'm just not good at these games. Can you scroll up a little?
My apologies.
All right.
First one, I got one for the second one. What? Dude, James Posey did play for all three teams.
All three teams?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's because he played for the other Hornets, New Orleans Hornets.
It doesn't count. Because it would be the Bobcats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them for that. Don't you agree?
Bobcat, yeah. I mean,
we're gonna switch over to this one. Fuck that.
All right.
Like that bullshit.
Who's who did that Kings team make it to the finals, right? Chris Webber. They made the finals, right?
Yeah.
So, but they won or they didn't win. Shoot. The Kings have never won the NBA finals before, so it's got to be a guy who's just been on the Kings.
No, did the Kings ever make it to the finals?
But they have to have won it.
They have never won the finals.
Yeah, so it's got to be just a King player who's won it.
Yeah.
So like Harrison Barnes, probably not the best guess.
No.
Boogie, did Boogie get a ring? Oh, for Kings and Clippers. Oh yeah, nice.
What?
Wait, that. Oh no, not for that one. For Kings and Clippers. Boogie. Jesus Christ. That many people know Boogie played on the Clippers? Nope.
Dude, I like low-key Kings players are so hard to remember.
King and Clip.
Yeah. Kings and Clippers.
Yeah, they're other than Boogie. Boogie's not even an easy one to remember.
I know.
Pelicans, I'm not good at Pelicans.
Did Matt Barnes ever play?
No. Wow.
I knew he played for the Clippers. I know Matt Barnes. It's not that he was a shit player. He's kind of a journeyman.
He got tossed around.
Yeah, he got tossed around. Like, no offense, you know? He was serviceable. He played a lot.
Oh, Clippers guy who's lost in the NBA Finals. Chris Paul is pretty easy one. Russell Westbrook might be a sleeper. Ooh, wow, Jesus. Is that 0.82? Nice.
I remember. You don't remember? Clippers Pels. Besides Eric Gordon.
Trying to think of a Clipper guy who lost in the NBA Finals who, like Russ, I think would be way too much.
Am I wrong? But did Alexis?
No Clippers. Wait, try before we get into it. Try with Clippers lost. Try Russ.
Clippers who?
Clippers Finals loss. $18.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'll leave it.
Whoa, the last one is kind of cool. It's just a guy who's won and lost in the NBA Finals. It's just pretty cool. Did McCaw ever lose the finals?
I don't know if he ever lost.
Because he'd be a good one. Who's won? Who's won and lost in NBA Finals? Hakeem. Who's like a good Rocket player on that team? Ooh, A-Ribs. Nice. Nice.
Who did we have for Kings Clippers?
It's a good question. Oh, Matt Barnes. Where's Powell?
Pelicans
Raps,
and Raps.
Raps.
I'm trying. Did Grievous Vasquez? Yeah, Grievous Vasquez.
Was he a Pelly? All right, nice. Raptor lost in the final.
Did Vince Carter ever make it to the final?
I don't know. Oh, Valanciunas, yeah, true.
What do you mean?
For Pelly's Raps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Vince Carter would be the best guess, even if he did.
Vince Carter never made it to the finals.
Oh, wow. Raptor loser in the finals. DeMar never made it. Who's from that team?
Trying.
Fred's never lost it. Powell never made it.
What was Antonio or Larry Hughes ever with the Raptors?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think of anybody from that LeBron team in 07.
Why?
Played with the Rap?
Oh, that played with the Raps. Jeez, dude. You're going back there. Anybody from that Cavs team?
Boobie Gibson?
I have no idea. I don't even know.
I'm trying to think of anybody else.
Why would you think of Raps teams from that year though?
2007. Yeah.
Because they lost.
Yeah.
Mm.
Am I wrong for thinking like
It's
that?
just a funny team to. It's just a funny team to pick.
To choose?
Yeah, to choose
Fuck you.
from. It's just like a random. It's random loss of a championship team. Raptor player.
I
What's gonna be even harder is a Kings player who's won it before. I'm shocked Boogie doesn't have a ring. I thought he does with Golden State. Raptors player. Danny Green won. I'm just thinking of 2018. It's probably too recent. If there were any guys on that team who had lost before. Marcus Saul. Had he lost the finals before? I don't think so. I don't think that Grizzlies team made it.
no.
Did they, right? Any 2000 Grizzly team didn't make it?
No, they never make it.
I mean, Kyle Lowry's not a horrible one, maybe.
I know.
We could keep it in the back pocket. Go
yeah,
to a
let's
different
move
one.
on. Yeah, let's go to a different one.
A Pelicans
win
winner. Kings, dude. Kings are going to be tough.
Drew Holiday.
Finals. Yeah. Nice.
Lost and won it.
We could get really deep with this one. Lost and won. I'm trying to think Golden State mainly.
No, I wasted it.
John Havlicek. He never won. They never won. A team called the Chicago Bulls did exist. Almost. You almost did it. Nope. This part's almost harder than the game.
What do I have right here?
Who was it? Clippers? Might be GRA. Oh, it's GRL? Who did we have for that?
I have a screenshot I took. It is Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. And then you did, who'd you do for Pelicans win?
Drew Holiday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Fucking John Havlicek. God damn it. Well, if you can think of any 93 Rocket player. No, they didn't make it. So, no. Or they didn't
Harrison
lose.
Barnes? Won.
Yeah, I think it's so recent.
I'm just doing it because I don't want to keep doing this.
Won and lost. I want to do a cool one for it. Who's the LeBron Cavs loser? Delvedova? Oh, but think of like a crazy Festus Ezeli? Deli's good too, yeah. I mean, try Kyle Lowry if you just want to finish it. 21, not too bad. Top 3,000, all right.
Whose hair is
Jonathan
that?
Isaac? Oh. It's an East player. Is that what Jimmy Butler's hair looks like?
It's a Central player.
Oh, is that? That's not Beauchamp, is it? Damn, I thought it kind of looked like him. Well, it's got to be like I mean, that could be Pat Will. Do we have a height? It's a forward.
6'6".
Could be Pat Will. I don't think it
Pat Will's
is,
like
but
6. We do the Pacers already, yeah. What are the other Central teams? Pistons.
Pistons, Cavs. Just bad guesses here. It's a Bulls player. Are you sure it's not Patrick Williams?
Yeah, one
right,
guess left.
Yeah, this is where I gotta come in here. Is it Derrick Jones Jr.? Can we see again? I think it's Derrick Jones Jr.
I don't think Jones is on the roster.
Yeah, he's not anymore, is he? Did he accept it?
How tall is Derrick Jones? 6'6"? How old are they saying he is?
I don't know. Oh, because Pat Will's number 44. It's too small, too tall to be Dosunmu. Too tall to be Kobe. DeMar doesn't have that hair.
Dude, it might
Do we have an
to be
age?
it.
Do we have an age? Let's get the age going. 21. He's okay. He's older than 25. He's between 25 and 28, which would be Derrick Jones Jr.
So we're doing Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, yeah, nice. I thought he declined his. Well, Chris got it, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's Derrick. I thought he declined his player option, or if it was a player option. Let's see. No, he was still on the Bulls though. He is. Wow. Well, I'm glad he was nice for us last year.
Well,
he's a restricted free agent.
That makes sense. You got anything else to say to people?
He declined his player option to become an unrestricted free agent. Where the fuck is Derrick Jones Jr.? That's my question for the people. Let's find Derrick Jones Jr.
Go to Europe.
No. Go to China. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Nobody actually goes and plays in China anymore.
It's bullshit.
All right, guys. Be a friend. Tell a friend if you guys did enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
Ciao. Man.